What's up guys, and welcome to a new video. So, we all saw the news by now, browsing the Valorant subreddit like 24/7 and are hyped as hell for it. The game is coming out summer 2020 and the closed beta is almost around the corner. Well, you know, we are all hyped as hell for it. There's probably going to be a huge downtime for basically everyone who is not a streamer, a pro player or some sort of huge content creator, since, let's be honest here, those will most likely be the first people who will get the access to a closed playable beta. So, I guess the ultimate question here is how to be prepared as best as possible during this downtime. And this is especially important for people, you know, who do not have much experience with first-person shooters. Take for example someone who's trying to transition from League of Legends into Valorant. During the downtime there's going to be a whole lot of things we can personally do to practice and be prepared for, honestly. Especially since we got so much more information on the game right now. Take Sova for instance. He's a character, you know, that has the ability to fire off a crossbow that can either damage enemies or reveal their location. Pretty similar to most of the things Hanzo does in Overwatch. And then there's also Jet, for example, who's going to be a character with a more aggressive type of playstyle, I guess, that has the ability to dash around the map and throw knives, which can be lethal for the enemies if it lands a headshot, you know, just like Genji does most of these things in Overwatch. So what I'm trying to say right now is that we have so much stuff we can literally practice on. You know, not necessarily to get godlike skill or whatever, but you know, just to get a basic idea and feel of what it actually means to play characters with such abilities and train the ability aspect of the game. Because for example, there are probably so many people who played CSGO for their entire life, or Counter-Strike in general, and are not familiar with the impactful abilities in first-person shooters. You know, to work on your aim though, you can definitely use Counter-Strike, because it became pretty obvious that aiming is going to work the same way in Valorant like it does in CSGO. But I made a whole nother different video on that is covering the aim practice in depth a few weeks ago if you want to check that out. So, you know, basically there's a whole lot of stuff you can do during your downtime if you really want to grind out and compete within Valorant. Just get a basic idea of ability usage in first-person shooters and train your aim to give you a solid foundation, I guess, you know, for when the game finally comes out. Because it is going to help you in the long run to start now rather than later. Especially when ranked hits and everyone is still fairly new to the game. You know, that's the best time to grind up in leaderboards. So, if some of you are already having a practice routine, let me know in the comments down below guys, and subscribe if you like the content. And I guess I see you guys next video.